Another feature that we've added to Lizzy has to do with parts that we are adding to an invoice for a refund purpose. This could be done through RMAs or through just doing an invoice and putting a negative part on it. But we don't really, one of the things that happens in Lizzy when you're doing a return is that we put the part in a returns bin, and the part then ends up going into inventory or wherever it's supposed to go. But if it needs to go back to the vendor or to the supplier, then there's a whole nother step that has to be done. We got to go look up the part, we got to click the little green arrow on the part to send it back to the supplier, and then we do our thing. Well, one of the things that we've done to speed that process up is on the invoice or on the RMA process, we've actually added a new icon here that will actually, if you point to it, it'll tell you return item to vendor. And basically what it does is, instead of putting the part in the returns bin, or instead of putting the part into inventory and requiring us to go tell it that we're going to return it to vendor, it actually will do all of that from the click of a button. So when I click this icon here on the item list, and I'm on the invoice and I've done a refund part, I put a negative part here. When I click the icon, it actually allows me to tag it and tell it that when I bring this part in, I want you to go ahead and tell the system that I have put it in the box that I'm going to return to the supplier itself. So it's just a quicker way and eliminates having to go look up the part and do the extra stuff that you were having to do before with relation to parts that we're going to be returning to the supplier, because it was a one-time order and the customer ended up not wanting it, or it was the wrong part. It just speeds up that process.